And there's the full readout. Johnson, Gearan, Morris, O'Connor, Beattie, Trudgett, Henjack, Fraser, Wynne, Walsh, Jansen, Stone and Dowling. So the Dragons are back to the Sydney Cricket Ground. It's all parcelled up and we're travelling cosily. And never expected to be here, but it's Atkins, McPherson, Garrett, Ryan, Gardner, Eden, Neil, Hastings, Mackay, Regan, O'Connell, Arbour and Garland. A team that has really been cut about. Round one was a drawn result between these two sides. The second round to Eastern Suburbs by a whopping 47.
And even in these early stages, we can see that Mike Eden's moved on the wing, and of course Dale Garrett's gone to the 5'8". This must cast doubts on the fitness of Mike Eden. Maybe coach Laurie Fryer's just protecting him from the heavy work by placing him out on the left flank.
Hastings, Neil. The first bomb of the match, and Brian Johnson takes it beautifully. He was under heavy pressure. O'Connor. Put down by Garland, O'Connell and Mackay. Mike Eden is still out on that left flank. Inside the 5 against Eastern Suburbs. And the punch-up. Players coming in. St George player down in the back play is their captain, John Jansen. He may well have been on the end of an elbow. This was the end on replay. And it would seem an elbow to the face. I believe Tom Arbour has been sent from the field of play. 2 points to 0. Garrett. East have certainly had the better of this match. As far as territory is concerned, I don't recall St George actually being in possession in Eastern Suburbs half. And we've had 10 minutes of the match as Garrett puts another bomb up, another test for Brian Johnson. And he's put this down, and East have gone over, and I think he's given a try. He has! It's a try! Scored by the stand-in. 8-0 in favour of Eastern Suburbs. They lost Tom Arbour, sent off after 5 minutes, and now they make the ball do the work, and out wide is Garrett. That's another good run by Garrett. Draws them, gets it to Neil. He turns it inside, picked up on the half volley by Eden. Gets around Johnson, turns it inside to Gardner. Gardner's making a good run. Gardner's inside the 32, but Johnson's got him now on the 22 line. Good work by Garrett. He started it. Alan Neil has to scamper in for it. The referee nullifies the tackle count. So East have got 6 up their sleeve, and they're 25 metres out. Garrett. That's the 22 line. Mackay. Mackay got a beautiful ball to Neil. On to Regan. Regan, no, he's a metre from the line. St George lying over the tackle player. They've given 6 more tackles, the Saints. O'Connell has tackled 5 out.
And St George are under tremendous pressure here. They're just not tackling, not putting the man with the ball on the ground.
Garland tries it on his own. Still a metre out. And they've still got at least 3 tackles. Played back to O'Connell. Spun out to Hastings. Hastings elects to put the bomb up. And it's come down, I believe, to the Saints. Tap to be taken by the Saints just outside the 22. This is Robert Stone. Regan and Garland making the tackle. Henjack, now Walsh. He's made a couple of heavy runs, this fellow, Chris Walsh, and one gets the impression that in the not-too-distant future he's going to make a complete bust. Henjack to Johnson, gets the pass to Morris. Morris has weaved inside. The Saints look like scoring. If Johnson's got the pace, coming across is Hastings. He's beaten Hastings, and Johnson has scored for the Saints. 8 points to 4 now. Try scorer Brian Johnson. The entire replay, both Saturday and Sunday, of the semis, the finals and the grand finals, and we're mounting as big a coverage as this channel has put out of sports events in this city from here on in. Dowling, Walsh, brought down on the quarter. O'Connell low with Mackay high. Henjak, Trudgett, now Beattie. Back it goes to Trudgett. Turns it back to the left, finds Guerin. Guerin puts on a sprint. He's inside the 22. Steve Guerin might beat them. He might beat them. He will beat them. Yes! Guerin, that's a great try. Well, he took off from centre field after getting a reverse pass. Up into a fine rugby league centre, this fellow. Walsh, through, over halfway. That's Colin Fraser. Well, that was the break that I was hinting at earlier that Walsh seemed certain to make. Henjak with a little chip ahead. He appears to have been felled late. Mackay's in possession for East, but the penalty has gone to the Saints. The penalty goes to the Saints for a late tackle on that little man, Ivan Henjak. See it again. And he's got Seamus O'Connell for what could well have been a trip. Some suburbs attack that we're finding from St George, keeping in mind that East have just the 12 men, but here's John Mackay making a liar of me, and Alan Neil was felled, and that should bring a penalty. Barnes is taking a long, hard look at Neil. I'm just wondering what he'll say to Brian Johnson, though. Both touch judges have gone in. Here's the tackle. Johnson on Neil. Touch judges in to make their reports to the referee about Brian Johnson. Head on will be interesting. Well, it seemed to me to be the upper part of the torso, the high chest area. And he's put him in the sin bin. 10 minutes for Brian Johnson in the sin bin. Win. Henjak, little Ivan Henjak to the halfway, infield pass and a beautiful tackle on Fraser.
You wouldn't see a better tackle on that one by John Mackay. Great tackle.
But St George realising that he's so out 6s and 7s, and the kick ahead, and John Jansen! Jansen has scored for the Saints! Well, just as we were thinking that East were coming back.
The remaining forwards have had to do all the work for one player who's missing, that being Tom Arb, and there's no doubt that they've just got to be tied.
Here's Atkins now, back inside his 22 line. Garland, Hastings. He's lost it. Saints will come up with it.
They're the sort of errors that are caused by Tigers.
O'Connor. Mike O'Connor tackled about 8 metres out from the line. St George now forming up deep and wide to the left, but Steve Morris tries to do it himself. He's tackled a metre out. Hastings is down injured for Eastern Suburbs. They're actually defending with 11 men. Jansen tries to bulldog, and I think he's across for a try. Yes, he's given the try. Scored by Walsh, is it? Try, a solo try. About to play it. Kick ahead by Steve Morris. A regather. A try's coming. Michael Beattie. Beattie is in for the Dragons. Smart football by Steve Morris. St George heading now for Saturday's sudden death semi-final. Most definitely. For him, wasn't it? After the... Here's Jarvis, and now Williams. Johnson. Johnson's got a long run in front of him. He's 50 metres out, 45, 35, inside the 22, passes inside and picks up support in the shape of Michael O'Connor, and St George have gone in for another try. Brian Johnson, magnificent run, goal-kicking performance from Steve Guerin. 38 to 10.
Don't forget to subscribe, add your comments, and share your memories. If you have any old VHS tapes or even DVD to dispose, let me know. Drop me an email on ceagle666@gmail.com.